Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to Sportscast Northeast Sports with Bradley Young. Alongside me is Paul Wilson. Just us two this evening, isn't it, Paul? Good evening.
Yeah, it is. Good evening, Brad.
Good evening, Paul. And tonight, obviously, we're going to talk about a lot of things. Obviously, this massive comeback against Bournemouth, what no one would have been expecting from 2-0 down. Obviously, we'll be talking about the Liverpool preview as well. Obviously, in this stream, instead of doing pre-record, because what's the point in doing a pre-record when we can do it all in the same stream? And a red card challenge on, obviously, that one before full time when Lewis Cook got sent off for violent conduct. So, let's talk about all this tonight. So,
good evening, Jacob. I've just seen the comment there.
So I haven't prepped any notes hardly, but I have prepped some notes as well. So it finished Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. Obviously, score sheet, that's what I've just said before, Jacob, before I even go into the live. Scott should have been sent off. Yes, he should have been. Dirty fucking challenge on thingy. What the ref didn't even do about it. And VAR didn't even check it either, so disgrace. But Sunderland contribution goals were scored by Enzo Lefebvre, Brian Brobby, and Bertrand Traore. Brilliant goal, by the way, from Enzo Lefebvre, how he took that penalty and then he took the bloody roof off.
I know. I didn't expect it like that.
And then, obviously, Bertrand Traore's goal, I thought that was absolutely a stunning goal, to be honest, how he scored from there. I think it was absolutely sensational. And obviously, as well, Brian Brobby from, obviously, Enzo Lefebvre's corner. So, good comeback on Saturday. We have now ended the Bournemouth Stadium of Light Hoodoo. Yes, we have, indeed.
Because that's the first time we've actually beat Bournemouth at the Stadium of Light.
First time, bloody hell. First time.
It is.
Mad. Oh, it's mad. But, Paul, what was your thoughts on this 3-2 win at the weekend? Obviously, coming back from 2 goals down, especially, not just 1 goal, but 2 goals down. How do you think Reggie Scalabrini took this team at half time? What do you think? What happened?
Well, I think. Put it this way, I would love to know actually what he said to them at half time.
Mm-hmm.
Because, in a way, I'm actually pleased Granit Xhaka didn't get his yellow card along with Siddiqui. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know what plays happen. The players will get it probably against Liverpool. I hope none of them gets them against Man City. Because if it gets against City, we know what's going to happen.
They'll miss Newcastle then, one of them. So, two of them more suspended.
I think it was actually probably the instructions with Granit Xhaka actually from Granit Xhaka actually would have spoke to them fair enough with Regis, but
right, okay. There we go. Right. Who have I done that? Thank you very much indeed. So, what we're up to anyway? I can't remember what we're talking about, so I had to sort that comment out. It was about Xhaka, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's not play Xhaka and Siddiqui against Liverpool and City. Yeah.
To us against Liverpool, I would play them, but not City.
Mm-mm. I think, to be honest, if Xhaka and Siddiqui play against Man City, don't play against Man City, I think, for me, I think we'll struggle. But that's just me. But the 3-2 win anyway, Paul. What was your thoughts on the goals? Exactly, the goals. So Enzo Lefebvre's penalty, Traore's goal, and Robbie's goal. What's your thoughts on all them three?
Well, the penalty straight away. To be honest with you, I actually have to agree what Lee's just put.
That I totally agree with as well. Like I've just said, Siddiqui and Xhaka, if we don't play them against Man City, we'll get absolutely bullied. So, yeah, play them against City. Otherwise, we'll get absolutely destroyed by 4 or 5-0, and we don't want that.
But the goals, to be honest, because I actually watched the Mad Mistakes video, actually.
No, watch this as well.
He sits where Enzo Lefebvre actually scored the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I saw a lot of people said, well, why is Enzo Lefebvre taking the penalty? You know, because a lot of people thought Granit Xhaka would have took the penalty. I'm like, no, give it to Enzo. Enzo scored penalties for us this season.
Yeah. Unchanged sides work, but Bobby up top and drop Isidore. Yeah, totally agree with that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely agree. Hello guys. Evening, Lauren. You alright? How are you doing?
Hello.
Agree with Leisha says. Yeah, totally agree. And she says, he says Enzo is our penalty taker. Yeah, Enzo Lefebvre looks like he's going to be a great penalty taker this season. Mr. Brobby says jokes on Wackham. Lauren, that's totally okay, Lauren. If you want to be on for half an hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, it's still a contribution to me. Enzo scored 4 out of 5 penalties this year. Brad, did you get your pink slice? I had one and we won. To be honest, no. I am going to tell you why I didn't have one. Because if I was in the ground at 2 o'clock, I would have had one. But we didn't get in the ground until 3:05. The reason why...
No worries, Lee.
So, I'll jump on stream when I'm in, boys. Oh, brilliant. All right, Lee, that's good. So, what happened was I didn't get into the stadium until 3:05, Lauren. So, literally, my dad was only 1.5 minutes late. We counted. I says, oh my God, I hope we're not going to be late for this. And we pull around the roundabout, and he says, oh, can you get in? And he turned around and he says, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. So we had to go to Poundland and B&M's in the retail park next to McDonald's. We got a few bits and pieces. And then we got back about 3:05. He says, oh, you can go in now. So then, when I walked in, he says, oh, you're getting beat 2-0, mind you. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, that's what I need to talk about. This. I went in 15 minutes when the game kicked off, and I seen fans walking out that stadium 15 minutes when the game kicked off. They says, I'm not coming here to watch that pile of shite. People, if you go to watch a game, seriously, and if you're walking out the stadium 15 minutes when the game's kicked off, you're an absolutely sad sack. Fake fans, absolutely. And to be honest, 3-2 at full time. And all yous left when we were 2-0 down.
Can I just say on that part, because if Bowers is on here, Bowers would actually back me up, actually. When I saw them fans leave, I actually shouted my head off. I was like, get behind the players.
Exactly. Not just that, regardless of result. Get behind the lads. You've got to get behind them. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. We will have games when we lose in the Premier League. This is the Premier League, not League One, not the Championship. We're in the toughest league. We're in the top flight league, the Premier League. We are going to lose some games.
I've got to say, Lord, but the people that left early was actually in the Roker end.
That's a good question as well. Just there till the end, tickets cost a lot these days. They do. They cost 36 quid a game. And to be honest, you're wasting that money. But you know what? shame on you. If you want to waste that money, you waste it. Lauren says, I think stay until the end as well, unless special circumstances. It's not good look on TV. Those empty seats. Exactly. Special circumstances, like maybe Dad, we've got to leave early. But obviously everyone understands that. So, but if people don't have a special circumstance, people have to stay. I agree with people. You've got to stay to the ground until full time, till the end. This is what people say, till the end. Look when Ballard scored that penalty at Coventry. Look when that Tommy Watson goal went against Sheffield United. Look at all these goals in the Premier League exactly before this Bournemouth game. All these games came in pretty much the 90th plus minute, till the end. 3-0, 2-0 down and pulling back, but fuck that on TV, you can only hear two stands. I can't argue. This is the problem. I can't argue with that whatsoever. 46,452 people and only can hear 15,000. Yeah, 15,000, something like that, 20,000. It's not much. Till the end, exactly. Jacob, till the end. North Stand up really chanting now. To be honest, I hear the North Stand and I also hear them up there as well, the southwest corner. I also hear them sing like
my stand.
Yeah, we're non-stop singing on Saturday up there, mine, Paul. Never heard you stop.
I know, because we've got a kind of few people behind us, as Lee knows. But non-stop. I nearly lost my voice actually at the weekend.
I was fuming at 2-0. To be honest, when I walked into that stadium, the lad on the security door says, "Oh, you're getting beat 2-0, mind." I was like, "Oh, Roof's nearly got a shocker in," and I was like, "Oh my god." He says, and I says, "Oh, you know what? I think we'll come back from this, you know." And I was right. That Roker end and Southwest only here saying, to be honest, I'm going to say this now. The Roker end hardly sings. The only part in the Roker end what sings is where I am, down at the bottom. Never hear much at the top. Never hear that much.
Can I just say as well, Roker end, stop singing about Newcastle United.
I'm sick of that as well. Or, literally, right, I just sit down, me. All I hear is hands, stand up if you hate the Mags, stand up if you hate the Mags. This is not fucking Newcastle United. This is no hate against Newcastle United. This is Sunderland. Your club, your city, your home. You fight for your club. You fight for it. Hey, God. Right. Enough of that, anyway. What was I going to say? Thoughts on that red card decision, Paul? What's your thoughts on that as well? Obviously, Lewis Cook getting sent off pretty much near the end on that Siddiqui incident. What's your thoughts on that?
Say the first thing is, at first, I was actually looking to see actually what that was for. Because...
can you send Lee the link, Paul, mate? If that's okay, because it'll crash out for me.
Yeah, I'll send it on Messenger to you, bro.
Cheers, Paul. Have you seen Siddiqui's lip? Haven't seen Siddiqui's lip. Yes, Lee, I can totally agree with you again. Referees were at fault. This is what I taught you. This is what I taught you last game. Referees ruled it at Fulham. Now the referee ruled it against Bournemouth. Seriously, it gave Bournemouth about 75%, 80% of them chances. What were fouls? What shouldn't have been fouls? Poor game control, exactly. Absolutely disgraceful game control. And ruined the game ruined the game completely. Totally ruined the game.
But yeah, like I was just saying though, I was actually looking to actually see exactly what that was for. Because there's an account that I actually follow, and it actually does give you the exact reason why that was actually given. And this is actually why it was given. It's just got actually the referee's call of red card to Cook for violent conduct was checked and confirmed by VAR, where it deemed that the action was a deliberate elbow to the face of Siddiqui.
Oh dear.
That's why the referee actually sent him off.
To be honest as well, that penalty, what Enzo Lefebvre took, I didn't think it had to go to VAR, mind. I thought it was a Stonewall penalty to begin with.
See what I kind of get with that, Brad. Before the referee actually gave that, did you notice Bournemouth player actually went on the blooming floor? He was acting on the floor before the referee gave the penalty.
Yes, I've seen that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ref was terrible all game.
He actually was.
Tim Robinson was absolutely shocking. 3 violent attacks on the pitch when should have been handled well.
Yes.
Should have been.
There was. See, the first thing is, the referee actually went to their manager as well. I noticed.
Yeah.
There were?
Our players were getting assaulted.
There were? I've got to say, Lord, Tim Robinson is the worst referee I've seen at the Stadium of Light this season.
To be honest, I think he's played good games last season in the Championship, like I explained to you. But this season, he's been absolutely woeful for us.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't their manager? Yeah, they did. Ariola got a yellow card.
Same first thing is, I couldn't get his comments at full time either.
I didn't get his comments either. Saying that I thought he played well and stuff like that. We should have won the game. I thought we were scrappy first half. I'm not going to lie, but I think second half we were really, really honest. Thought we were getting the buzz back and everything.
Same first thing is the only player I liked from them. Fair enough, I know he was with us on loan. But look at the way Semenyo is now.
I know.
Just think Parky didn't play him that much.
I know. Imagine if he did play him. I think he would have been a quality player if he did play him.
He would have been.
Yeah. Just make that comment out. Right. Anything else you want to talk about, Paul, about the Bournemouth game before Lee comes on? Before we go on to Liverpool as well.
Not really. I guess you want to wait for Lee for the player ratings.
That's a good idea. Right, what we're going to do is we can't go on to Liverpool.
Yes, there was.
After the game. Yeah. Fucking hell. Bloody hell. Most through fire engines and the fans stopped me going there. The fire in the stadium. I asked if everything was okay, and he said the roof's on fire. God. Oh my God.
I actually noticed that there was 2 fire engines. There was a couple of there was actually at the end of the game, like there was a couple of police cars. No, not police cars, but there was a couple of police officers that ran past the aquatic centre actually at the end of the game.
Anyways, well, guys, if you're new to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard and get a 10 discount on there if you're looking for streaming, if you're interested. What we can do, we can go on to the Liverpool game, and when Lee comes back, we can do player ratings, and we can get Lee's Liverpool verdict, and obviously the Bournemouth review as well, what he thought. So, pretty much go back.
Lee's got some transfer updates as well.
Oh, transfer updates.
Well, he actually told me yesterday, but I actually forgot them, so he'd be able to give you. To be honest, I would take a draw. I seriously would against Liverpool.
Matt on Sophie's channel, you know, the Coventry fan, he predicted a 1-1 draw for Liverpool and Sunderland.
Yeah, and Sophie actually went against us.
She went 2-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah, but for what they were saying, though, because I actually watched it earlier on, it's interesting actually because nearly every time they put us for a draw, we always win.
Well, to be honest, my granddad reckons we will win. Well, to be honest, looking at that comment what you've just made there, why can't we win? We've won Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We drew Arsenal 2-2. And now we're going to Liverpool. Why can't we beat them? We've shown that this season against top-flight Champions League established teams like Liverpool and Chelsea, Arsenal and Chelsea. Why can't we do that against Liverpool and City? No excuse.
So the thing is, I actually think we'll change formation as well.
Yeah, totally. All right, Kai. All right, how are you doing? But anyways, let's move on to Liverpool. What is on Wednesday night? What?
8:15 kickoff.
Maybe we'll not talk about Liverpool. We can keep on the Bournemouth topic because Preston Mackham's here. Evening, Lee.
Hi, what guys and girls?
Put Lee at the top and put me at the bottom.
I will do that again. 2 seconds.
Hello, Brad. Sorry about being on work commitments call, but I managed to get within 21 minutes.
Great stuff. That's perfect.
Are we on telly? Yes, we are, Lauren.
That's a good question again. Are we on telly? Yes, we are on Sky Sports.
What's that for the Liverpool game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Liverpool game live on telly. Make sure you tune in, guys. But, honest to God, last time I was in the comments before I started rushing in was about the refereeing.
No.
Right? I was speaking to a referee that Paul doesn't know. Right? There was 5 gross misconducts during that game, with 1 racial slur directed at Nodi Mukwele from Lewis Cook. With racial slur in between.
5?
When Shaka went down, Siddiqui went down, Lefebvre went down, Ronaldo 3 times, that's 6. And there was 1 racial slur, so that's 7 actually.
I see a lot of.
He got elbowed to the mouth. Afterwards, he had stitches to his lip after the game. So it was absolutely awful, honestly, guys. All I have to say from that game, from that standpoint, coming against Liverpool, the referee needs to have more control of the game. Liverpool is one of the teams where we're going to come out now, start performing well, especially if we want a result. Liverpool has not been great this season. It's a grit and grind game where we put our grit and grind and we can actually pull a result against these, even if it's a draw. Because after that, we've got Man City, which is even worse. They're a tougher opponent. We cannot take foot off breaks of these.
Yeah. Right, that's what like I just said before. If we don't start Shaka and Siddiqui against Man City, we'll just get destroyed and we'll get bullied.
Against Man City and Liverpool, we need to be at that back 5. We can't be dropping the legs of the team because you can see the continuous change at the back is messing up the morale at the back a bit. Human needs to start, regardless of form or not, because he isn't a bad player. He's a player who goes in for them challenges. Yeah. And again, the Ballard, Getrida, Mukiele at the back, that was brilliant. Ronaldo left wing back, he performed well like that.
Definitely.
But we need to look at our midfield and how we're going to utilise against that, especially against Liverpool, because on the game that we had, our midfield battle was atrocious. Regardless of the result of 3-2 win, our midfield battle was awful. Our control of possession in midfield was crap.
Yeah. What's your prediction on Liverpool? Well, we'll be talking about that later on in the stream. Isak got his first goal yesterday. Yes, he did. He got his first goal against West Ham.
And that's going to be his only goal for this month.
Yep.
But I'm going to say this now, guys, right? Which is the main subject of area that no one's speaking about. Robin Roos started off with a great form and goal, but conceding 5 goals in 3 games. Is that the downfall of Robin Roos now? Are we starting to see little errors that he does?
To be honest with you, the goal against Bournemouth, I am not blaming him.
You can't blame Roos for that goal. He tried his hardest to try and even save that. He tried his
But the
hardest.
thing is, right, some of the shots what they got, I think it was one of the goals, Evan Nilsson or whoever it was, right in the 6-yard box. However, the contribution to that's the 6 yard. That's your 6 yards where you stand and go, get out, this is my area. F off. And that's what it is. And he didn't do that because everyone is congested in it. Think about this traffic. When you got that traffic, you can't do anything. But that's down to Roos to tell them to get out the way to our own
Yeah.
defenders. But that communication, like I said, has been a bit bad.
I thought it didn't go in, but watching the data, and it did, unfortunately. Yeah, well.
But stuff like that, we can't be letting players inside the box like that so easily, especially when we do have the 5 backs and the 4 backs. Them shots should not be taken off. The close down needs to be better at everything. Because defensively, as a side, we've been absolutely amazing until now. And I'm picking faults with our defence now a bit, where we're starting to show open gaps a bit. The first goal, Alderete, instead of thinking about his little concussion, because you can see on Match of the Day and on repeat several times, he's thinking about going for the header, but he's not. Fair enough, he's came back from concussion protocols, but he's probably been told not to head of the ball. But you should have threw him at that. You know what I mean? Instead of Alderete being there, why is Ballard not there? Stuff like that.
Someone could have got there.
It's all about the what ifs. It's whoever it is. They need to put that body on line. That was a soft goal where he could have headed that way. He really could have. And again, that was appalling defending. The stuff like that, the exploitation. 2 goals in under 20 minutes, guys. 2 goals in under 20 minutes. That is the worst record in the Premier League to concede goals in amount. Do you know that? First 20 minutes conceding 2 goals. That is absolutely appalling. We cannot let that happen against Man City. Man City will guarantee will score 5 within 20 minutes if we do that, what we've done.
We can't let this, like I said. Yeah.
By the way, I've just checked our under 21's score. We are winning 3-0 against Bromley.
Ooh, come on. Nice.
Against who?
Bromley.
Bromley?
Yes.
Why are they playing non-league side Bromley?
Premier League Cup.
Bromley's not in the cup? In the Premier League under 21's cup? They don't even qualify?
That's who we're playing.
That's who we're playing, Lee. Apparently.
unless it's a friendly, but I don't think it's a competitive game. Because Bromley's first team is actually the under 21s.
Yeah, we've already read that comment. Anyways, Lee, what was your overall reaction on Bournemouth? What was your thoughts on that comeback?
Well, the comeback was great to see. But when you look at the squad that we have, why do we not start some of these players? Why are they always on the bench? That's the problem. When I saw Talby starting on that left side, he done well. He took shots off. That's why he asked for players like that. So if he's at that key area where he's getting shots off like that, keep him there. But then you got to think who's going on the right. Traore, his first goal in red and white shirt, a well-taken goal, but apart from that, he didn't do anything else. It's sometimes a bit of a liability where you lost the ball in possessions. And again, it's stuff like that, which is areas for improvement. I said on the Fans React with Sean, I said we're going to finish 7th. But stuff like that is because we do stuff well, we execute well. But to execute well, we need to start doing this from kick-off till the end. We can't keep on doing these pullbacks because some teams will not let us pull back. Look at the Man United game. We tried pulling back and they did not let us. That's how they got that win. In teams like Man City's and the Liverpools and the higher-end clubs, Arsenal, we got lucky with. We got very lucky with Arsenal. The side who actually looks like they might win the league this season. You cannot do this against these kind of clubs. You got to think about all the time of how you're going to execute. Regis Lebriss's rotation at times I've questioned. But I read something today about Regis Lebris possibly being manager of the year, it looks like. But with question marks to that, because I think it's going to be Mikel Arteta. But regardless of that, our rotation needs to be better, how we use our players. Because we're starting to get some players unhappy at the club. Not saying names, but someone even said that he's not contemplating on leaving. And that's the winger Dingra, contemplating on leaving the club already after not getting enough game time. He's only played 2 games this season off in starting lineup and 2 off the bench out of how many games? And that's
ridiculous for him.
This is what I mean, where we got to think how we play these players and the quality and quantity, because you got to do quantity right. So you saw Remain Mundell come on. Fair enough, you've done all right, but games like this, you put a dinger on.
That's what I've taught you many times, and I've taught everyone on here many times.
But is the dinger going to be like that Jermaine Lens vibe, where we sign someone in, he's not going to hit the ground running, fans are not going to like him after a while? Because he's eating that wage and he's not playing. Because he want to be at the club and all that. That's what people question. He does want to be there. He wants to play, but Regis is not going to play him. So whether they have in that little feud battle from the Manchester United game, we haven't seen Adingra start since the Man United game.
No, I haven't.
So I would have questioned Regis on this, though, because it's a bit like the attitude he's got with the De La Sheesh. He never once played a De La Sheesh. Mind
you, though, Regis Labris, as much as he's a good manager, you can make players like him as much as you can, but he's quick enough to make them an enemy.
Don't we lose 2-1 to Liverpool? It's interesting.
Personally, because Liverpool's form, I think we'll get 1-1. Bluntly, because of what we can. Because Virgil van Dijk's been rubbish. Virgil van Dijk's been crap. His partnership at the back with Konate he's not satisfied with. Salah has been not hitting the ground as well as what he should be this season. Stuff like that you take chances on. And again, it was like I was watching Michael speaking about it, and there was someone else on YouTube earlier on today on their live streams mentioning about Salah. And they were talking about Salah all the time. Salah this, Salah that. Salah is ideally one of the players who can change a game, but he hasn't done it since last season. He hasn't made an impact. And they've also spent ridiculous money on Florian Wirtz and Isak. And between the three of them, they've only scored about 5 goals this season. Between the three key players of them. It's probably their most valuable players. So when we go against Liverpool, we need to look at how we can strengthen our side, how we're going to capitalise, and how we're going to execute the back line against these players, because they might think Sunderland's an easy game at the Kop. But again, we need to bring our momentum, bring our fortress fans, once we've been protecting the Stadium of Light from defeat, to do that at Liverpool. Because again, we've been saying about our home record being amazing. Our away record's not been too bad either, but we have lost a lot away this season, which cost us points. Some of them, even you can say like Burnley's and the Fulhams, stuff like that we can't cost against. But we need to really spike up against Liverpool. We need to do it. It's not just the players, it's the fans, it's the management. Everything needs to be bang on against Liverpool City. Otherwise, I'm going to say it's now, stating the fact, Newcastle's only 5 points below us, and it's 6 points up for grabs to stay up, or even 2. Even if we get that 2 points, it's physically half Newcastle will catch up to us. But if we even get lucky against Liverpool with 3 points, that means that we overleap another club. That means then we could draw against City. And if we get lucky, that's even if we're lucky we get 4 points from that. Then we could carry that momentum against Newcastle. But AFCON, people say AFCON starts soon and all that. But remember the opening games after the Newcastle game.
Yeah, Keith Downey's reported today apparently all 7 players are available for Newcastle from the AFCONs.
Exactly. And the thing is, right, it's not a lot of them is actually going to be going. You don't know, because Ronaldo's team hasn't qualified.
At the minute, there's only 2 players being called up.
Yeah, Noah Siddiqui and Masuaku. Masuaku can go, he's crap.
I would let him go now.
Never go on 3.
Crap. But we got to think how we're going to play, how we're going to execute this team, because how we play against Newcastle for the Newcastle game, so it depends on how we play against Liverpool, Man City. Because Newcastle could hold their own against these clubs. If we could hold our own defensively against these, it's going to be a good game at Stadium of Light against Newcastle. And that's our last home game of this month, I believe.
No, it's not. It's Leeds.
Before Christmas, it is.
Before Christmas. Last home game before Christmas, yeah. Last home game before Christmas, aye.
Yeah, last home game before Christmas.
Stuff like that. We should really start thinking, right, this is our last home game before Christmas. Let's go for it. Guys, if we win, if we draw 2 and win 2 by the end of December, mathematically, we can't get relegated.
No.
We've hit that 36-point threshold, and that means then we have gained mid-table status already. But then after January, depending on the January's run of games, in February, the first 2 weeks in February, they'll determine if we're in the top 6.
Mm-hmm.
So these 3 months coming up, December, January, February, is the most important because that's when it kicks in. That's when everything determines. Because look at Arsenal bottled the season by February. You got Liverpool won the league by February, stuff like that season. So you got to think about how this is going to be coming up these next 3 crucial months, and that's how it's got to be. And then we play against Bournemouth, we can't be doing what we're doing.
This is my question. Do you think Sunderland could do a Leicester? I know this might be silly to ask.
No chance. No chance.
No
chance. There's a reason why.
Personally, I don't think we will. But I was just asking you.
It's just comments like that where people look at the channel and think that we're idiots. Because the ideal project of this is that we're aiming for Champions League football, regardless of what position we are. But ideally, I think I've always been a little bit too ambitious with that. I think top 6, 7 is actually a good aim effort, especially for our run of form. But again, we were worried in case we were going to drop out form, and we really bounced back on that.
My aims. Yeah. Go on,
But our perspective on the club of how it should be right now, regardless of where we are, we should be satisfied wherever we finish, as long as we're not in that relegation zone. But we have confirmed that we are not relegation status now, 100%. Compared to the Leeds and the Burnleys, Newcastle's even relegation talks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think about how you think of that, how it's going to happen, and how we're going to maintain that. Newcastle's between that gap of 12th and 24th, 20th even. That's not a lot of points between them.
No.
If Newcastle fans keep saying this Eddie in, Eddie out, that's going to affect the morality of their team.
It is.
And that's what's been this season for them. But we've got the positive mindset to do what we do, regardless. And we've got to just keep pushing and pushing to get the status that we want, regardless where we are. Because think the last time we sort of finished inside the top 8 was under Steve Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that was the last time. Since then, it's been 10th to 20th all the time. We've came back in the Prem, and even being over the 10th right now in this status is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But you say, even if you said we finished 9th this season, that's a good start.
Yeah, exactly. Even my grandparents says, for a newly promoted club, he says, I never thought Sunderland would have done this good, mind you. And to be honest.
The thing is, it's like, when I was watching something, Newcastle fan was on there, are you scared of Sunderland? No, I'd rather be scared of the job centre than that. But they are scared. They are scared.
You can tell.
Because what is Newcastle, when they got promoted, without the multi-billionaire people that they had, they couldn't do what we done. But Mike actually gave Newcastle more money that season. Mike actually threw out £200 million at that team which got promoted. They signed a lot of players and they couldn't do it, regardless of whoever their manager was, until Eddie Howe came in and until the Saudi takeover. That was it. But we've ideally got the right structure and frame. We've got it. But how we capitalise on it is great. That's how we're going to do it. But game by game, minute by minute, tack it how it is. 100%.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, let's talk about this red card challenge as well before we talk about anything else. Obviously, I was speaking to Paul before about this red card challenge. On Lewis Kukley, obviously, when it happened to Noah Siddiqui, what's your thoughts on that?
Malicious intent. That's what it is malicious intent. And stuff like that's immediate sending off. The referee done the right decision, regardless. But this was going on throughout the game. It was Scott. It was Brooks. It was also Tommy Smith. It was a goalkeeper wasting time to Petrovic. They were doing it on purpose because they know what they're doing. They're rattling 40,000 fans. They're doing that to get under our players' skins. And ideally, what we've done rightfully when this was starting to happen, we've done the rotation well. But I wouldn't have started Isidore that game Isidore was
No.
absolutely rubbish.
It was.
But the thing is, it's like when you look at the rotation, how we do things, we got to do it well. Mundell came on and done well. But the thing is, would you stop Mundell in these games? No. Would you see Mundell's rotational player
No.
going forward? Mundell's just a rotational player at this point. I think personally, myself, January comes for a reason is to get these players game time because we've got other players to focus on and prioritise to give minutes. The likes of a Dinglish that cost 20 odd million. To get Mundell a bit more run out in the Championship. So only had 1 year in the Championship. The year before that, he was in League One.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, he wasn't. He came to us halfway through the season, then he had 1 full season in the Championship. Came halfway through the first season in the Championship. But Mundell, probably before that, was a Tottenham reserve player playing in the Belgian second division. We had no clue who he was. Stuff like that. Let the lad get a status. Let other players go and get the status and focus on the right recruitment. But it's however we're going to do it now is how we start that team. Is how we got to start that for the next 3 months. That's how you got to think. Like 2 seconds, guys. I got a notification.
I need worry. We'll go on to player ratings when he gets back.
I know. I'm actually looking at my ratings. I'm like, should I change some of these? Should I change some of them?
Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to go on to player ratings from the Bournemouth game before we go on to Liverpool preview, may I say, not review, preview. Obviously, shall we start from bottom to top tonight? Because we did start from top to bottom last time.
Yeah, we did.
It's up to you, brother. You're the host.
Tell you what. We'll go Paul. We'll go the guest first this time, then Lee, then me. So I'll go last this time.
That means then, Brad, you've got to read out the lineup.
Okay, that's not a problem with me. Okay, so lineup was Roofs, Ballard, Alderete.
One player at a time, never do our ratings, yeah? One player at a time.
Okay.
No, not that quick. Robin... We're going 2, 2, 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 2.
Anyways, Robin Roofs, the goalkeeper. Paul, what's your thoughts on it? On the rating?
Like I said, I'm not blaming Roofs, so Roofs gets a solid 8.
Lee?
Say 2 goals to concede. I start to say part of conceded goals now. I don't want to say that. I want to say clean sheets. I want to say Roofs excel. Roof wants to be a Dutch international number 1. He picks faults himself. He is his worst critic. But these guys are right in a way because he's been letting in some right awful goals. It's not just a defensive fault, it's a communication between the back line and goalkeeper. But the goalkeeper's got that foundation, so I'm giving him a 6.5.
To be honest, I'm going to be brutally honest. I watched obviously the goals on match of the day after, and to be honest, I'm not going to blame the first one. I'm going to blame the first one on Roof, but the second one from the nearly from the halfway line, I'm not going to blame him for that one because obviously
that one there was a Roof's position. His positioning was awful. What's he doing? 40 yards away from the goal line. What's he doing that far away from there when the player's got a ball? Stay inside your box, command your box. Do not go anything further than 25 yards out. And that's what I'm saying. But he was nearly at the halfway line. He was sprinting back. That was his fault. He should have been a little bit more closer. He did have a hand with it, but imagine if you had a little bit more time to run back, you would have saved that. Poor goalkeeping. Poor. I've got to say this now. He looked a bit like a Patson. Even when he got stuck in the net, it was a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like teams get a laugh at us for that. It's embarrassing. That's why I said my rating of 6.5. But
I'm just going to go one little bit higher than that. I'm going to give him a 7. That's my rating anyway for him. Anyways, centre back Alderete, Omar Alderete. Paul, what's your thoughts on him this week? Coming back from protocol concussion.
To be honest, I've given Alderete a 7.
Why did you give Alderete a 7? That's what I want to know. That seems interesting.
To be honest, I don't even know, but I've just given him a 7. To be honest.
Lee, what's your rating of Alderete?
Alderete, I've given a 7, but I've got a reason. It's because he was at fault for the first goal. He was the fault. He obstructed our goalkeeper. He could have headed the ball better away from the goal, but he didn't. He bottled it. There's a few times lost the ball in possession. Maybe it's because he was from return, but still 7.
To be honest, I'm not going to blame, obviously, him again, but to be honest, that goal he was at fault for, like, obviously, what people were saying before. And to be honest...
But what was he doing when that ball was travelling slow? He had an instant second or two to get over there, but he didn't. That ball was travelling probably as slow as me walking towards my toilet right now. He had that time to save it. He had that time to put his body on line. That ball, that was a feeble shot.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I'm going to give Alderete a 6.
Yeah.
Next player is Dan Ballard. Paul, Dan Ballard, do you think he done better than Alderete?
Yes, I'm going to say Ballard gets an 8.
Ballard gets an 8. Lee?
7.5, like he didn't do anything outstanding, but he done his job well. But again, the back line has to communicate better. 7.5.
Again, I'm going to give Ballard a 7. Quiet at times, obviously done his job well, but yeah, 7 for me. I was really surprised he dropped Trey Hume at the weekend, but instead of him, obviously he played Nordi Bukieri at right back, I think it was. So
yeah, Nordi was right back.
So Paul, Nordi Bukieri at right back. What's your thoughts on that one? And player rating as well.
Well, Nordi actually was a mistake as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because he slipped, didn't he? So.
Yep.
But that wasn't his fault. That was weather conditions. But
it was awful conditions out there.
Mm-hmm. Someone could tell me that they could stay on that grass running the speed that he was and not lose balance. I bet.
Yeah, it was pissing it down the rain for Nordi.
Nordi gets a 7.
That's not a bad rating. Lee?
Well, Nordi right back, I like it, but again, he offers that length, he offers that little bit more pace at the centre back role. I prefer him there because he just brings that liveliness to the back role. And I like Hume at that right back, and I missed Hume on the weekend. Everyone, when I was at the pub watching it, they said, why is Hume not playing? Why is Hume not playing? I'll tell you why, because people's complain that he's been playing. But Hume, in them kind of games, should be playing. But obviously, I'm just not going to be sadistic and say I want Hume on all the time. We'll have to rotate it well. Mugielli done okay, but I'm going to have to give him a 7. He wasn't a standout, but he's getting that 7.
For me, I'll give him a 6.5. I was going to say a 7, but I'll give him a 6.5. Next is Ronaldo. Paul? Ronaldo. What's on him?
Ronaldo, 8.
8, Lee?
Right. I'm going to explain why, then I'm going to give a rating because I'm not going to say it first. He got in areas so well. For Ronaldo, we weren't getting the penalty. For Ronaldo, we weren't getting some of the corners that we're getting. Ronaldo was getting pushed all over. But it's like he's reading the game well because Ronaldo could have not getting in that gap and he wouldn't have getting pushed. The thing is, though, ideally that wasn't a penalty in any of the football team because he went into that decision. He dove into that player going to get in that ball and then he got fouled in process. But ideally that's not a foul. He used his IQ from his experience at Madrid for doing that. I've seen that kind of stuff when he was at Atletico. That's why Diego Simeone liked him because he got in areas like that. He really stood out well and he pushed forward when he could. He got in areas that some people didn't want to. And heck, at one point I thought he was playing centre forward because he was pushing so far up. And he looked better than Isidore trying to get that ball in the box. I'm going to have to give him an 8 for that. He's probably one of our standouts in that game, Ronaldo. And a lot of people were criticising him loads, but he was absolutely outstanding that game. Outstanding.
To be honest with you, I'm actually going to agree with you on that one, but I'm going to give him an 8.5. I thought he played quite well at the weekend, to be fair. I thought he didn't play that bad. I thought he played really well. Anyways, middle of the park, Xhakas and Siddiquis is the next ones we're going to talk about. So, Paul, captain, Granit Xhaka, the baller of the midfield. What's your thoughts?
Granit Xhaka, 9. I was actually happy with him.
I was waiting for something exciting from him. He led the team well to the comeback, like I said, like what he always does. He's a good mental guy in the capacity area. But something about him just screams like he's not what he was before. He's not the risk taker. He's not anything. I'm being Shaka's very worst critic this season because of the player that I expect to see from him. Like Paul's seen it, I showed him the videos where Shaka was like a year before he came to us.
Yes.
Leverkusen, he was smacking the ball from 40 yards like a rocket into the goal. Then he's taking feeble shots while he's at us. You know, that he's not taking chances. Some of the passes were a bit sloppy from him and stuff like that. And the thing was, one time he lost the ball, put his hands up and stopped blaming someone because they weren't moving. But that's him as a captain leader saying, right, maybe I should admit that one, I've done that fault. I'm giving Xhaka a 6 for that. I've been rating Xhaka quite well at the start, but he needs to start picking up again. He's getting a bit too complacent. That's why someone like Guendouzi needs to come in to push him out a bit. So Xhaka.
Can I just say before you take yours, Brad? Do you not think where Xhaka is at the minute? Do you not think he's voting because he gets that yellow card?
Yeah, totally, 100%. Yeah.
Regardless of that, right after that yellow card, after the Liverpool game, that's cleared. By the way, guys, letting you know. So after the Liverpool game is cleared.
Oh.
Because after the last yellow card, you have to get a yellow card within the next 2 or 3 games, otherwise it gets cleared. So otherwise that means then it's thingy. So
thank God for that then.
But we just got to be very careful with bookings because we can do really well. We could go push for Europa Conference, but we won't get it due to disciplinary if we keep picking up them cards. Go down to 8th pick. Because that's what happened with Palace nearly. Because they're disciplinary last season, but they appealed it. So got to be careful.
Yeah. For me, Xhaka gets a 7. Next player we're going to is Noah Siddiqui. Paul, what's your thoughts on him?
8.
8? Lee?
Siddiqui done well, but again, I'm looking for that spark now. We're at that point in the season where he goes, holy crap, he's doing well. He's starting to do well. But by this time now, they should be doing something to spark that. To go, right, I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to do that. I'm looking for risk takers now, guys. I'm after risk takers. People want to take that shot. Because if Siddiqui and Xhaka's got that ball, no one's moving. Leather the ball towards goal. Take the chance, regardless of where it goes. Just do that. Take a shot. Don't be too goal shy. You're in midfield. Your job is to carry the game. And like I said, our midfield battles were lost quite a lot. We lost all the balls, quite possessions. Sometimes some poor passing. So Siddiqui's getting the same rating as Xhaka, 6.5.
To be honest, Lee normally goes Siddiqui man of the match. Well, I'm going to give him man of the match. I thought he played outstandingly well. I thought he played unbelievable. People might say different, but to be honest, what he does, right, he normally goes from the middle into the left. He normally plays down the left-hand side as well. And to be honest, when he does that, it's absolutely fantastic because the link up between him and Enzo Lefebvre is
right. I'm going to say it's Brad then. I'm going to say it's right. Brad, I'm going to question you. It's set in the midfield, I say centre and controls the middle of the park, yeah? So why is he drifting off wide? We already got Enzo Lefebvre going over there. Why the left winger on? Why the right winger on? But he's still done it, and that's what opened the midfield battles.
Kind of that.
Paul, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear Lee.
Yeah.
Kind of slightly.
But Siddiqui lost that midfield battles too much a bit. And again, he left them open gaps, Brad, where you said about him going wide. He needs to stay that central bit with Xhaka a bit. He does. Because otherwise he'll start getting beaten in that midfield.
Because that's his job, to keep in the middle of the park and obviously keep things tidy in that part.
Exactly.
Not like block. Jack agrees, Siddiqui's unbelievable. 100%.
He is.
He is, but people could have the downfalls. I've had the downfalls this month.
Siddiqui drifts wide to give the winger an option to create a triangle. To be honest, I kind of agree with that as well.
We've already have a triangle with the attacker, goalkeeper, and the wide players. We don't need Siddiqui to do a triangle. I don't know what shape you're trying to make. But attacking triangles with the striker like that, yeah. We had a number 10, so it made it a little bit of like a weird square. Like a bit of a weird diamond, yeah. So we had that attacking diamond, so he didn't need to do that. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He's not an attacking midfielder. It's not a playmaker. That's why Shaka is a playmaker. Siddiqui's that box-to-box.
Next, we're going to go on to Enzo Lafay. Back in his normal position as Kakam, like I said on Thursday night, the 10 role. The 10 role. That's where he needs to play. Not on the left. Well done, Regis. Got something right. Right, Paul, what's your thoughts on him?
My man the match. 10.
Lee.
Right. Okay, anyone who criticises Lafay, go support the Mags, sod off. He's been an outstanding player for the past 3 games now. He's a midfielder, not a wide player. He plays a number 10 position. I've said that for ages, but he's covered that left sided quite well. But what he's done is, it was like what they said on Match of the Day with Danny Murphy and that. It's not just his attacking rate, it's not just his passing, it's his contribution towards tracking back, it's his contribution towards the red and white shirt, what he puts in a week in and week out. You see every game. He is slowly becoming like our little Jack Grealish, coming, fighting the ball, winning the ball, playing possession. Heck, even trying to take chances, and I've seen it, where he wanted to take the shots and he didn't have them chances. But I can start seeing him taking them risks soon. I love a risk taker, like I said. He's a guy who's diving in challenges. But honest to God, can I just say this right now? Enzo Lafay looks so much different last season. He grew his hair out. He's still a handsome fella. He's still great. And the penalty was fantastic. And again, this is what you look for in a key player. In a key player, someone who can take the penalties, who's confident enough. Who's confident. And Enzo, at the beginning of the season, did not have that confidence in lost as a family member. But that's rectified. He came back as a stronger player. He's shown his value why Roma signed him. And Roma signed him for about 40 million. And he's showing that value now again in this season in a red and white shirt. And that's what you look for. He's looking for key passes. He's that classical number 10 that we've been lacking for ages. The number 10, Reggie. Not an 11, not a number 7. He's a number 10 midfielder. Playing behind the striker so he can feed that ball. He's his 10 out of 10 performance. Man of the match. Fantastic.
To be honest, I kind of agree with you on this one as well. Obviously, criticising Enzo Lafay. Why?
Really, Jack? Really?
8.5 for Lafay.
Really?
To be honest, watch for this one, right? Watch for this rating I'm going to give him. So I gave Siddiqui a 10, right? So for Enzo Lafay, I'm going to give him a 9.5. I thought he played quite well. He could have been up for the second man of the match, but to be honest, Siddiqui just gets it for me.
Lafay was way better than Siddiqui, I have to say this. So I'm validating a real point here because a lot of people's been targeting Lafay quite a bit.
But like you were saying,
he doesn't do anything efficient. Siddiqui's consistent now, but he's not taking risks. So you look for that risk taker, Brad, all the time. You've got to.
Even Lafay.
There's a reason why Lafay keeps playing him.
Even Lafay as well. I've seen Lafay obviously trying to help out the defence a bit as well, coming back as a defensive.
It's not that he's a barrier on the left side before they hit Ronaldo. And it's not just that. He knows when one of our players is beaten, he's tracking. I know Shaka beaten a couple of times and he's helped Shaka out of the shit. And not going to lie, when you look at someone like Lafay doing that, they don't normally do that.
Yeah.
They don't. And he's doing it. He's going for the set pieces. He's not backing down. That's a player that you look at. He's a playmaker. He's a key point of our central attack.
Yeah. Right. Next player who we're going to be talking about is Chen Talby, left-hand side.
Playing on the left-hand side, his actual position. Yeah. By the way, guys, is his actual position, not the right. So Yeah. So that's why we said up because on the live with Connor. Connor said we signed 3 left-sided wingers
Yeah.
Yeah.
and 1 right-sided player. So we need to get that sorted. But
yeah, on Talby, I've seen a lot of fans actually giving him stick. So those fans that are giving him stick, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
I agree with you, Paul. Totally agree with you.
But Talby, 9.
Lee?
Troy's right. I'm saying this now because, like what Connor said, he belongs on that left side, and he done it better than Adingra, better than
Yeah.
Mundo, better than Lefebvre, because he cut it in when he had a chance. He took risks in taking shots.
Right.
They went anywhere, but he took them shots, Brad, and that's what matters. Because some games that we don't have someone to take them shots, we need to rely on that, and he's done that in that game.
Yeah, he did.
Last time he played on the left sided, it was a play up with Bobby, and he scored a goal against Chelsea, and he owns that left sided position quite well, and he really, really does. And I would not drop him on that left sided flank. Talby has been amazing.
The team showed brilliant fighting character on Saturday. Never know when they are beaten. Exactly.
That's
And
exactly right, Kev. Very right.
Even when
And
you
not
turn
gonna
it
lie,
down,
is when you see this is what I mean by the players that we have. And Talby's been that focal point. He's never stopped running.
8 for Talby, says Jack. Not bad rating, to be fair.
I'm going to say this now. If it wasn't for Lefebvre, Talby would have been my man of the match. Talby was amazing. He owns that left side of midfield. Great player. Should be playing week in and week out. And that's what I like to see.
All right. Next player is Bertrand Traore. Paul?
Oh,
Paul. Oh.
I know on here we were like, before we were like, what's he doing? And stuff like that. But for him to actually get that goal just after half time.
It wasn't just that goal. It's the link up of play, what he done in the movement. That I've never seen him do that all bloody year. I don't think Ajax fans knew that he had that in the tank still. Jesus Christ, man.
Traore, 8.
Lee?
Like I said, right, my definition of a winger is someone who cuts inside and takes shots and takes risks. He did. He done well.
Did.
I think he must have been watching us because all these pro ratings, because he really stepped up quite a bit. He stepped up quite a lot. He took a lot of responsibility on that right side of the wing. You've seen that he was wanting the ball more. He was dictating. His movement off the ball was good. A couple of times I questioned that he was offside, but somehow managed to keep the ball on. Absolutely great. Jack Lincoln says an 8. I think Troy deserves that 9. He had a really good game. A really good game. From the last game where he got a 2, he's had a big leap that game. Big leap. Well done, Troy, lad. If you're watching, well done, Sonner. Get yourself a kebab. Get yourself a kebab, mate. Earn yourself a treat, mate.
Hey, Brad, be nice.
You said 8, and Lee said 9. I'm going to go in the middle years. I'm going to go in between years. I'm going to go 8.5.
Okay.
Not bad.
Last but not least, Wilson Isidore from the start
Wilson Isidore. Anyways, Paul, Wilson Isidore.
3.
Lee?
2. Honest to God, I'm being the worst critic on Wilson, right? Because Wilson started off well.
Not me.
Not Paul.
Wilson started off well. Wilson Isidore started off well. But the last few games, he's not done anything. Michael said to me, he's got brilliant hold of play. Sorry, the ball's played to him, right? And he got flattened by a skinny right back of Tommy Smith. However, that's not centre forward. That's a flimsy winger. Who cares about the camera? And honestly, there's times when the ball wasn't played to him. He's got his hands up in the air looking stressed. Honestly, God, he doesn't look in the game. Like, when stuff like this happens, and that's when I question why we're playing this kind of player. Is why he's doing that. He's spitting his dummy out. He's looking ridiculous. He looks stupid where he's just standing there at times. He's running around doing nothing. The ball's played from a defender, a goalkeeper. He's sprinting. He has no frigging chance like a Labrador. But by that time, he's wasted his energy when the next ball's played through that low through pass to be 1v1, you're standing there looking knackered. Save your energy, son. Save it for the crucial moments. Do like what Brian Brobby does, man, for Jesus Christ's sake. Because look at Brobby. He's been doing really well.
Yeah,
Saving his energy and doing the right runs. You got to time everything, especially in the Prem. And Mr. Isidore, if you're not going to do it right, you're just riding that bench, mate, and Brobby should be starting. But I don't know what Libri's got with Isidore. Even though he's a lovely bloke, Isidore, he should be riding that bench. So definitely a 3 or a 2.
I'm going to give him a 4. Next one up.
Stop sucking up to him, man, you softy.
You could tell Brad is a favourite. Brad loves Isidore. You could tell.
He just loves it, man.
But before I say something, right? Whoever says Wilson Isidore's hold-up play is absolutely sensational and brilliant, have a look at yourselves.
Michael Bowers.
Brobby's better.
Michael Bowers and Tom Middleton.
I agree with it.
Brian Brobby's way better than Wilson Isidore with his hold-up play, and I think everyone can agree on that.
I'm going to have to say Sean, because you heard this, bro, actually. Sean actually, on his interviews on Saturday, said it is about time Brobby has to start.
Yeah, and he's a big fan of Isidore, mind you. Sean Middleton.
He is.
Brobby has to start.
I agree with him now.
I agree with Sean. Brobby has to start. He has to. Look what he's done. Look what he's done.
He's been on key instrumental points in the past few games. Crucial goals.
He's been an impact sub. Coming off the bench and scoring twice. One against Arsenal and one against Bournemouth.
They're not just any type of goals. It's a goal set the forward normally score. That little back kick kind of thing. The little header back with the stick kind of thing. When it's because all the defenders were drawn to Alderete and Bollard so much. He recognised that and he went in that gap and got that head up. And that's what a centre forward needs to do.
For Isidore says Jack as well.
But Isidore, in them corners, he looks an idiot. He looks like an idiot. But the thing is,
to be honest, right, Jock says he feels bad for Mienda. To be honest,
I don't.
Mienda will get loaned out.
Mienda has to get loaned out in January because Mienda, again, is not in the right league yet. Maybe he's another year in the Championship, but he's just one.
He's not Premier League.
Mienda's a cracking player, don't get us wrong. But Mienda is not top level.
Right.
He's done well. I'll tell you one thing before we move on, Brad. Mienda, his confidence is up at the top right now because of that chant. Boy, big man. So he's calling himself that.
Yeah.
But he's calling himself big man. Big man Mienda. But he's not a big man because big men are the ones who compete in the big leagues. So, guys, would you start coming up with a different chant from Mienda, maybe?
Yeah.
So, think creative, guys. Think creative from Mienda.
Yeah. Anyways, go on. I don't know.
Sorry. We got to be careful what we chant because again, it brings ego, brings attitude, and all that. He's a young lad. Still learning. He's only 19 or 20. Loan him out. Still, development's key.
Yeah. Subs. Anyway, who came on? Brian Brobby came on. Trey Hume came on. Mundle came on.
And
Trey Hume came on.
Yeah, Hume came on second half.
He did. Lee's face.
And Katrina.
Hume did come on, bro.
He came on for who did he came on for? He come on for Traore.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah. And Hume went in the midfield. And the field went wide.
Yeah. So
and Mundo came on and Katrina.
Yep. So let's talk about the one who's just come back from injury, Romain Mundo, properly into the bench. Paul, you'll let you go first again. What's your thoughts on Romain Mundo coming back into that starting lineup on the bench?
To be honest, I've given Mundo an 8. I was alright. He looked alright to me, actually. I know he's just come back from injury, but look at Lee. Lee's like, what do you mean? But no, he looked alright to me.
I agree with you, Paul, because obviously that under 21s game, obviously he came back to that and he was absolutely great. 6-7 shots in half an hour. But Lee, we'll have your verdict for you.
Well, with Mundell, he came on, he did all right, but nothing spectacular. Like I'm going to say this now again, he's one of them other players who are, like I said, if you're going to have a key moments in the game, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. When we were 2-0 down, 2-1 down, and he came on, or 2-2 at that point, Mundell coming on, you don't put them kind of players on. I don't want to sound mean because he has been out injured quite a lot, but he done all right. But I would have liked to see someone a bit more experienced with more Premier League game time behind him because, again, this is when I said Mundell should have another game at the under 21s last stream, and I really mean it. Because there's someone like Adingra is missing out, and that's £20 million player straight away, getting wasted again in these crucial parts of the game. When you look at Adingra and Mundell, Adingra's a lot more pace, has a lot more to offer than Mundell in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to not be mean to Mundell. I'm going to give him 6.5. But that's good for coming back into the first team.
I'm going to give one less than Paul. I'm going to give him a 7. Next player, we're going to talk about Trey Hume. Obviously, dropped out of the starting lineup on the bench. What was your thoughts on that, Paul? I bet you were shocked about that one.
To be honest, when I saw the lineup, I actually was shocked that Hume was dropped.
Yeah.
But
I blame the fans. I'm not going to lie, I really do. When you got 20,000 fans on Facebook groups criticising Hume, he needs to go off. He hasn't done anything. He's rubbish. He's at fault for this and fault for that. Trey Hume has started every game at home where we've won.
Exactly.
We went 2-0 down without Hume on.
Again.
Again, the first goal was from the left-sided pitch, where Hume normally is. So who's at fault?
Fans.
It's the fans. Get your head out of your backsides, for Christ's sake. But someone like Hume, who's been a key player for the past 3 years nearly, and he's been rocking our Premiership right back. Even big clubs are looking at him. Do not bloody drop him. If that's the case, don't risk Alderete straight away. Keep the Ballard and Mukiele partnership, and then have him right back. Or even if you're going to put someone right back, make sure there's no Sherelle Katrina who can play right back. Because Mukiele is a centre-half by trade. He was originally centre-half before he came right back. My argument point on that is that's why Trey Hume should be starting. Trey Hume is our actually only right-back registered in the club. Because our other right-back option is on loan now Wickham injured again. And then after that, we've got Timothy Pembele. If anyone wants to see Pembele play, be my guest, but he's off in January.
Well, Pembele wasn't even in the under-21 squad tonight.
Mate, he's not even featured in any squad. He's not even training. He's back in France getting a wage. That's what I mean, that when you cut the wage, you cut these players down because they're getting wages for nothing.
But Trey Hume, solid 8.
Trey Hume, solid 8, Lee? What's your rating?
Well, Hume came on, he went in the midfield. We pushed Xhaka as number 10. And I did not like that one bit. I really hated it. Because Xhaka plays as number 10 when Lefebvre went wide. So Lefebvre went left, and then you seen Talby going back right. And I hated that because that limited us down quite a lot. Trey Hume needs to go right back. Apart from that, I can't fault Lefebvre. What he done when he went back to that right position. But again, he needs to go stay that central position. Xhaka needs to go back to that number 6 or number 8 role. But Trey Hume for me gets a solid 6.5. You can't control midfield. He's not a midfielder. Liberate. I know you want versatility, but keep Hume right back. His other position, otherwise keep him left back, right back or left back, but not midfield.
Well, you know, he'll be straight back in against Liverpool anyway. So
he will. I think he'll be straight in. That's what I think anyway. Good trader. Paul, thoughts?
You didn't say what rating for Hume, Brad.
Oh, I didn't know.
Keep him right, Lee. I'm keeping him right.
I'll give him a 6.5. Give him a 6.5. There you go.
Neutral Getrida. I'm the only guy in the stream who can pronounce the name properly. Neutral Getrida. Go on.
To be honest, for me, he did nothing to be dropped.
No.
Mind you, though, when you go to that back four, maybe there's a chance of risking some people. 2 people's going to get dropped regardless.
Yeah.
True, like, but he probably upset he's being dropped, but solid 7.
7 for Getrida. Lee?
Getrida came on and he was part of the build-up of the third goal, if you're not recognised. Getrida came on and he played like that number 6 role.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When he came on, he didn't come on for the defensive end, he came on for the midfield. Like I've said, Getrida is the most versatile player in our club. He can play midfield, right back and centre back. He done really well and he won the ball in command of midfield. He increased our possession in midfield battles a little bit when he came on. So I'm going to have to give him a 7.
I agree with you. First time I'm going to agree with someone, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Who's all we've got? Remain Mundle.
Last one.
Robbie.
Brian Robbie.
Brian Broby. What Nick Barnes calls him. Broby.
Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby.
Robbery. Daylight robbery.
Robbery.
Daylight robbery against Bournemouth.
So,
robbery.
What's your fault?
Daylight robbery gets solid 9.
Lee?
I'm going to disagree with Paul with this, yeah. Right. He scored crucial goals now. He's getting to that point where he's making the impact in the team. He's not just that, he's gelling with the lads a bit. And that's what I like to see. His communication's key. He's getting along with everyone. Brought the icons crap, mate. But again, all I'm saying is that we need to start looking how we're going to present things futuristic. Keep him in our squad. He's a solid man up front. Robbie, to me, is like a 20 out of 10. If he started, he would be my man of the match. But man of the match is a guy who's played the full game. Enzo, fantastic. But Robbie looks good, looks fine. Brian Robbie, on my mind. Andy Sons, on my mind. Singing dee-dee-die, dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-doo. Rolling up defenders, score a 1 or 2. Looks good, looks fine. Brian Robbie, on my mind. Andy Sons, on my mind. Dee-dee-dee-die. Sorry. I'm really loving Brian Robbie. Brad, what's
to be
your
honest, me, Robbie's better than Isidore. Way better than Isidore. And to be honest, Reggie Caprice, I don't think you'll be listening to this, but stop Robbie on Wednesday night, will you? Drop Isidore on the bench.
He has to.
Yeah. For me, Robbie, for that goal itself, I'm going to give him a 9. Thought he was done really, really good when he came on. But yeah, that's our player ratings wrapped up in a nutshell, pretty much. Let's go on to, obviously, Liverpool. I know, obviously, we might just do predictions or stuff like that because people have got work in the morning. And to be honest, it is getting later and later. And by the time
I haven't got my tea yet, guys.
That's what I'm saying. So I got
my day off tomorrow, but you know I want me tea.
See, yeah, we'll just do score predictions made for Liverpool.
We'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I don't mind.
If you don't mind, we'll do it then. If you don't mind,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Then.
Yeah.
So
I know it's in the oven. It's on your lasagna.
All right.
I feel like Garfield, the fat ginger.
So, Liverpool preview Wednesday night, 3rd of December.
8:15 kickoff.
8:15 kickoff this time. Not an 8 o'clock kickoff or a 7:45, which is very weird.
Where on earth they got the 8:15 kickoff from? And
the referee on Wednesday night, I'm not really pleased about this one either. Stuart Atwell. Stuart fucking Atwell. Paul, I'll let you go first. We'll go bottom to top again. What's your thoughts on Liverpool? What's your thoughts on them this season?
Well, they got the win against West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
Their manager's been told to win games or he is sacked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do I? I think. I think we'll get something down there. I don't think we'll win them, but I think we'll get a point off them. I'll take a point now.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's not bad either. Like, to be honest, a point from Liverpool. Lee, Liverpool. What's your thoughts on them this season?
Well, Liverpool, like I said, this season has not been the top side that we saw last season. You're starting to see the effect of Jurgen Klopp's exit now, where you're starting to see some of them experienced players having a bit of a downfall. You got Virgil playing a bit crap. You got some players like the connection between Virgil and the other centre half, Canati, when you're taking advantage of. The left back Miras Kirk has crap season. He's not been as good as Robertson, but they're not playing Robertson. Don't know why. The midfield, the player to watch out for is Gravenberch. Otherwise, apart from that, it's all right. Apart from Szoboszlai, who can shoot a ball from 40 yards and guarantee to go in. He's probably one of their standout players this season. And Hugo Ekitike, again, a goal scorer. I think he's more of a threat than Isak. But again, Isak can't score goals, so we can't sleep on either of them. And the wide players, again, their wide players are good, but they've been having a very bad start. But what we've got a tendency of, and Paul can agree, is anyone who's been playing crap, they always turn up against Sunderland. So we've got to really look at how we're going to display. Obviously, I think Regis has done something against Liverpool because he's seen some of their players, some of our players, some of them getting taken off, probably rested, stuff like that. But again, I see a lot of changes for the Liverpool game, a lot.
Yeah.
And I number might start saying less to some people. I'm going to say my predicted lineup once we're ready to do the predicted lineups. But Liverpool is one side, like where they lose against Palace, and they could come up against the next week and play against Leeds and Hammer Leeds, stuff like that. You got to watch out for, and they're not bad side. Liverpool, they're not bad. They're still around the top end for a reason, but they're just not as great this season. But we like, I'm going to say it was when we had. I'm going to refer to him again. He's one of our best guests we had on. Thanks to Paul. He said that Mukiele is the kind of player that Liverpool would want.
Yeah.
And Paul also won about straight away because of the boots and all that what he does. But again, when you got players like Mukiele and Gutierrez, who Liverpool were looking at last season for their rotation of back line. That's when I done my research on that today. Liverpool was after Gutierrez last season. They were looking at Mukiele 2 seasons ago for their backup right back slot. Stuff like that you always look at all the time. And you got to think, how are we going to do this now? Robbie was wanted by Liverpool for the backup strikers role. Stuff like that all the time we've got to think about. And we're doing things well this season. But how we perform now against Liverpool, against Man City, the next 2 big upcoming games, we've got to perform. Otherwise, see the bum holes of them players. You sort of turn around, bend over, pull the shorts down and get done a bit. And so if you go the way of saying this, because Liverpool can't punish clubs when they're not organised, and we need to be organised. We need to have a planned rotation for this game. Otherwise, you're going to get beat. Liverpool plan their subs. I don't know if you've not seen behind the scenes with Arne Slot. He's got a list of his lineups and his rotation. Then next to him, he's got a certain minute next to him when they come on. Now they're going on for them what their job is to do. And then if they don't do that, they've got a backup person to come on for that person. So they meanly got that person to go on. If that other person's not come on, or let's say Salah, if he's not doing well, they're going to replace him with Cody Gakpo or something like that, or whoever. And if they're not doing the job, they're going to replace him with Rio Nguma. That's what happened against Newcastle. They rotated that left wing twice before Rio Nguma came on, and he scored the winner goal. They've got that deep and planned rotation. That's what we need to have in place. The deep and planned rotation, a right defensive lineup, right midfield. That's what we got to think. And that's how we've got to really come up against these sides.
Yeah, 100%. Anyways, just want to give a shout out to someone before I do the Liverpool thing. I want to give a shout out to obviously Liverpool's number one fan, which is Sir Isaac Kearney. Obviously, I know he won't be watching, but him and his family, he's number one Liverpool fan. Obviously, I think he's only about 6 or 7 years old. I think he's diagnosed with something as well, bless him. But I know Isaac, I know obviously you're a number one Liverpool fan, and I know you like Liverpool winning, but let's hope Sunderland beat you this time. But yeah. Anyways, my thoughts on this, obviously, Arne Slot, obviously, did win the champions last season as Liverpool's head coach, as the Premier League. And obviously, to be honest, since then, I think he's been under pressure quite a lot. That's what I think. Since he's won that, I think he's been under pressure this season.
Brad, the way that I got to say it is, right? Imagine you coming in for a manager who won three Premier Leagues nearly, almost back to back with Jurgen Klopp, a guy who set that bar high for Liverpool. So Liverpool before that, they had like Lamberts and all them players they weren't great, but Klopp turned that club around.
To be honest,
you can't. If you're going to bounce back from a manager like that, you got a big job in hands. Man United had it for years with the Fergie thing, and Klopp is like one of them kind of managers who implemented his style. And Liverpool wanted to keep that style, but it's going to be hard as a different coach, different manager to keep doing the Klopp standard football, and it's so different. And the games progress. And games progress. The football game progresses. Maybe sometimes the signing that £100 million player might not be as good as signing the £20 million player here and there. So,
but I think Arne Slot, obviously, when he won the champions of the Premier League last season, obviously, Jurgen Klopp gave him the tools to do that. Obviously, most of them were his players, but well done, obviously, to them last season for winning the title. But to be honest, this season, obviously, you've got Isak, who's only hit the ground running. You've got Hugo Ekitike, obviously, goal scorer. You've got Slobozai, obviously, he's quite good. You've got Gravenberch.
So Bozai's been their standout player. I'll tell you one player we need to watch out for. I'll tell you who comes off the bench and does great. It's not Van Dijk. Van Dijk's key player. Curtis Jones has been their fantastic player off the bench, and that's a player that you cannot keep your eyes off.
No, you can't.
But Gravenberch has been their player of the season, 100%. And they get that midfielder who controls the midfield. The same as McAllister when McAllister's back. That's the problem with Liverpool. They're missing key players like McAllister at times. Stuff like that.
Conor Bradley as well, he's out.
Say Conor Bradley's a right back, but Frimpong, the right back, he's a main right back. He's not done. He hasn't hit the ground running yet. He hasn't played much, stuff like that. Playing Szoboszlai right back in the wrong position, stuff like that. That kind of stuff is what Klopp ideally would go kicking off with.
Yeah.
But if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be kicking off where they are now. But again, it's still like I said. Now we're coming into the 3 crucial months of the season now. Where you got the January month where you get a big long run of fixtures. Got January, you get long runs, and then December's. And February, you got the crucial part. That's determined where you're going to finish. And stuff like that. And Liverpool always, I don't want to say it's as bluntly as I can, but Liverpool's been lucky last season, but they got them months. Because Liverpool, around before December, Arsenal was first. And Liverpool were third. Remember, but Liverpool flew it after them 3 months. Now, I don't know if Slot's got that in the tank yet. But they turned over Christmas time last year, and that's how they won the league. Because Arsenal started bottling games. If Arsenal starts bottling games in Man City, that's it. It's game hour. Liverpool's got it. But they haven't this season because Chelsea's been performing relatively decent. You got us. You got other teams around who's doing well. It's not an easy league this season. This is not any sort of football season. This has been stellar football this season. unpredictable
Yeah.
football. This is real football now. By seeing it as teams really competing against each other.
Yeah.
It really is.
Anyways, it is getting to the hour and a half mark now. We normally stop that now and again, so we can go on to score predictions now if you wish to.
We don't do starting lineup predictions and score predictions.
Oh yeah, we'll do starting 11 first. So Paul, can we give a starting 11? What do you think your starting 11 is going to be for Liverpool away?
Well, in goal, I've gone Robin Roos, of course.
Yeah.
Hume actually comes back in for me.
Hume comes back in. Ruggieri right back. Yeah, Hume comes in. Yeah.
Nordi, Ballard, and Ronaldo.
Not bad. Yeah, already on the bench.
Talby, Granit Xhaka, Lafay, Siddiqui, and Edringa.
So you're going to drop Talby?
Edringa? That's
Yeah, I've got
interesting.
Talby starting as well, bro.
He's got Talby and Edringa.
And up front, I've gone Brobby.
That's not a bad lineup. A bit of rotation.
So what about your rotation and what about your subs?
Pato, Mundell, Jones, Alderete, Gutrida, Greg, and I've gone Isidore.
Greg?
Chris Rigg.
Greg?
Not Greg. Not Will Greg.
Chris Rigg and Isidore.
See, I went a bit different. Right? I like being different. When you're coming against teams like Liverpool, you want to go with that back five system. So I went Robin Roos, got the right wing back Hume, left wing back Ronaldo, Mukiele, Gutrida, and Ballard. Midfield, Lafay and Xhaka. On the right, Traore after last game. And Talby on the left, in Brobby up front. The subs, Patterson, Serkin, Jones, Alderete, Siddiqui, Rigg, Edingra, and Isidore.
That's not bad. For me, I'm going to say Roos in goal. Back five is going to be obviously Hume, right wing back, left wing back Ronaldo, like Lee said. But I'm going to say Ballard, Mukiele, and Alderete as the centre backs. Obviously, the four is I'm going to go Noah Siddiqui and Xhaka. Traore on the right. Obviously, I can't fault him after last game for getting a goal. Talby on the left. Obviously, he's going to be fucking fantastic. And
so you're dropping Talby. So you're dropping Lafay.
Really, Brad?
Aye.
I'm really surprised at that.
I'll drop Siddiqui for Lafay.
Drop Siddiqui. Yeah, drop Siddiqui. We'll start Siddiqui against Man City. So I have Lafay and Xhaka in the park. I'll have Traore right, Talby left, Brobby up front.
So you went for the same midfield and attack with me, but different defenders.
Yeah.
So what's your bench?
Who's your subs, Brad?
My bench is going to be Patterson, Gutrida, Daniel, Rigg, Isidore, Mundell, and Edringa.
And the goalkeeper, Patterson, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, we've done all that. Now it's our score predictions time. Reese's favourite time of the night. Score predictions. Paul, would you like to take this away first? What is your score prediction for Wednesday night?
1-1.
Goal scorers. Who's going to score? Robbie. What about Liverpool? Who do you think's going to score for them? You right, so.
Probably Isaac.
Lee, what about you?
I'm doing mine now, yeah, because I'm going to do a timeline of it as well.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Seems interesting.
So I said a 2-1 win.
2-1 win? Ooh.
So first of all, it will score Jones. And by half-time, Virgil van Dijk will get sent off with frustration. So it happened against Newcastle. Because obviously Sunderland put a bit of pressure on. After half-time, Sunderland get a penalty with a handball. Lafay, 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the 60th minute, Brian Brobby from a corner or set piece to tap in back post, 2-1. Right?
Take that.
Liverpool break away and
I'll
score
take that one.
after Sunderland going into an auto-attacking position. Liverpool break away and score an offside goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then currently Liverpool, Robin Roof saves. And then 2-1 win Sunderland full time.
Right, I'm just going to keep my knees.
Hold on. So who's going to score for
What one?
Liverpool, bro?
I said Curtis Jones. So I've got a feeling Curtis Jones will start.
You know what, right? My score prediction, I'm gonna say a clean sheet. I'm gonna go 1-0 Sunderland. 1-0 Sunderland. You heard it here first.
This guy's an
Go
idiot.
score!
This
Go
guy's an
score!
idiot.
Can I just say, Brad, what have you been drinking to get a 1-0 prediction? What's in your Monster Energy drink?
Well, can I say one thing, yeah?
Tory,
Just to clarify, yeah? Robin Roos has conceded 5 goals, and a lot of them is against low-end teams. It's not going to keep out a Liverpool player.
Michael, trust me, 1-0. Here first. Brian Robbie.
Michael, if you're listening, Brad's taking a clean sheet.
Brad, Michael never watches this, so it's okay. That's why you can rinse it to Michael.
We're not keeping a clean sheet against Liverpool. Say now.
So I said 2-1 win. Like, I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but we're going to do something.
No, Brad, during the game, he's like, come on, Sunderland, get 1-0. Come on. Brad, we know you too well.
Paul, you know us too well indeed, yeah. You're not silly, are you? No. You're not silly for my games. You know me.
Right. Like, referee, blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Brad's been on the lines, guys. He's hallucinating. They're going to keep clean sheet against Liverpool. This is a highlight in my day, that.
I'm really surprised the comments hasn't said anything on that, actually.
It's probably because everyone started off now for talking about this.
Everybody's shocked. Everybody's shocked
Brad.
he said a clean sheet.
Brad, right? We've done our predictions, right? But right, there's one thing that we want to say, yeah? Right? Do you think Isak actually will start against Sunderland, or do you think he might not? I don't think he will. I think it's going to be Ekitike.
Ekitike up front, Isak on the bench. That's all I reckon.
Isak's had a terrible season.
He has.
Terrible.
Dead quiet.
Like, his biggest mistake is to leave Newcastle. But at the same time, to any Liverpool fans out there, I bloody love you for doing that. Richest club in the world that can't keep the number 1 striker. Absolute tin pot bastards.
Yeah, I just thought that if Liverpool actually doesn't play when we've got Newcastle, you imagine Isaac at the Stadium of Light?
Well, in the Sunderland top.
In the director's
that'd be great. Isak comes on after we beat them, swap shirts with Nodi Mukwege or something like that, because they've got the same size, same structure build. Then he's at the Sunderland game, sitting there next to, Carilla Drapers.
When he's on the pitch or somewhere.
With the Sunderland top on. Next to Ousmane Dembele. Next to also the nice lovely Lord of Northumberland, who supports Sunderland.
Next to Pickford, because Pickford will be up.
Next to Hendo, because Hendo's going to be up.
Fabio would be up here.
Yes.
So I've seen Salford doesn't play when we play in the derby.
Neither does Brentford.
Oh, we're going to get all the ex players.
Hey guys, guess who else might be there? Lee Catmull and Lorik Sena might be there to watch the derby game.
Apparently Lee Catmull was there on Saturday and Lee Camp was there as well. Watching.
Lee Camp?
Camp? No.
Watching.
Oh yeah, there's one person that me and Paul definitely know is going to be there. Vito Manone.
Yeah, Manone's gone.
And guess what? I know certain contact, right? Because he goes to my bar, former Sunderland player, goes to every game. Darren Williams.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's a
He's
fucking
a season
genius.
card holder. So,
Yeah.
Darren, love you, mate.
I just thought Kevin
Mm.
Phillips might be there for Sky.
Probably will be.
Or Niall Quinn, because he works closely with Sky.
Oh,
Niall
that
Quinn as well.
could be the full lot.
So, that'll be so lovely to see on the panel on Sky Sports, right? You see Lee Camel, because he does stuff for Sky sometimes. Then
Yeah, I
you
just
got...
thought John O'Shea might be as well.
Yeah.
Might be, but he's a coach. He's a coach over in Republic Island, so he might not be there.
He'll watch
But,
it though.
guys, I'm saying this now, yeah? The punditry for Sky Sport, right? It's got to be Kevin Phillips, right?
Mhm.
100% Sunderland. For the Newcastle end, who might it be? Think
Downey.
about it.
Downey.
Alan Shearer.
Won't be Shearer or Downey. Which former Newcastle player always does on Sky on Derby days? You done it the last time.
Oh. What's his name?
I'll give you a clue.
Uh-huh.
He played for Newcastle in 2008.
Fucking hell.
He's also the players' loans manager. He normally scores against Sunderland quite a lot. His brother plays for Bolton.
Oh!
Shola?
Amiobi.
Yeah, Shola. So it might be them two. And then, also, think about it, Jill Scott.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Jill Scott.
Yeah, I just thought there. You imagine
What
Jack
about
Ross?
No.
No.
Not that.
Jack Ross would be at the game.
No one wants specialist. No.
If you think he's Newcastle's loan manager, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he'd be at the game.
True.
Yeah, you want to.
Mind you, though, right, ahead of the Liverpool game, we'll go to the stadium with the mighty Roker Row. Got to travel with her there. We've got to give all of it for the fans.
Well, to be honest, that game, well, before I started, I actually said to Brad, that game is sold out. And actually so is Man City. So if anybody is watching this, we will actually want to hear your voices on Sky.
Go mad.
Please sing.
I'm watching it in my bedroom, so you better go mental. Otherwise, I'm going to go mental with you and send a flaming dog poo through your letterbox. Speaking about that, if you haven't already, guys, like and subscribe, share. It doesn't cost a penny.
If it's for your cat, your goldfish, your dog, your granddad, your mum, your nana, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, your nephews, your nieces, everybody.
Your cousin from America, whoever it may be, share it. Doesn't cost a penny.
Doesn't cost a penny. But anyways, talk about subscribers. We're on 509 now, so we've got a couple of newbies. So welcome all you newbies who will be watching. Thank you very much.
By the way, our academy won 4-0.
4-0 now, not 3. Okay.
4-0 to our academy. 4-0 to our academy. 4-0.
See if you can guess the scorers.
Ian
Did
Paveda.
Dennis Sirkin score one?
Dennis Sirkin didn't, but young Jake Waters scored.
Jake Waters. He's back on the score sheet. Woo! I'm calling it right. Guys, 3 years ago, right, he was playing for our under 18s. We got called up when 20 was. He's our top goal scorer in the academy overall at the age of 14. Don't ask why I pull these stats. I have no connections. At the age of 4, he's at under 16 level. Jake Waters scored 50 goals across all the tournaments. He is a goal scorer. Watch out for that name. Because guess what?
Yeah.
Give it 2 years' time, he'll be on our Sunderland bench.
Young Timo Turtlev scored as well, and so did Howson Jones.
Timo Turtlev, I want to be seen in the starting lineup at some point. I want to see him on the bench.
Howson Jones got the second goal.
Guys, wait a sec. Reggie, if you're paying attention in FA Cup, if we get a crap team in League 2, play Turtlev. Play Harrison Jones. Play some of the players.
Silly question. When does the FA Cup draw get announced? Because I've seen people saying I've seen people say that it gets announced next week.
So the next
It
week or
is
the week
next
after.
week. It's the 8th of December. Then the draws between the 10th and the 11th of January.
Be interesting who we get. I actually hope, to be honest, I hope it's a home draw.
Right, guys, while we're on this subject then, who do you think we're going to get in the first round? For us?
Carlisle United at home.
There's one team I don't want. I don't want a certain manager coming back. Well, actually,
Who?
I don't want two certain managers coming back to us.
Who?
Okay.
I don't want Millwall, and I don't want Wrexham.
Alex Neil and Bill Parkinson. Okay.
I do not
Take
want
them
those
to
two teams. It'd be
Say,
typical,
So who would you have then, Paul? Who would you like?
probably somebody in the Premier League. It'd be typical if we got Mansfield again.
Guys, who's actually through so far from the last round? Someone look it up. So they were like League One and League Two sides.
It'd be typical if we got Gateshead. Can you imagine Gateshead at home? Be typical.
Hey, God.
Harrogate or something at home.
Right then, guys.
I know what I think. I think we'll get Harrogate.
Harrogate Town.
At home.
It's home.
I think we'll get Harrogate. It'd not be far for them, so.
I said Carlisle United. I think Nick Bonds will like that draw.
Who do you think we'll get, Lee?
Actually, when people said Harrogate and all that, yeah, we're saying about Nick Barnes and liking something, yeah. I'm doing this for Nick, because I know where Nick's from. How about Sunderland versus Exeter?
Oh yeah, because he's downtown.
Oh, yes.
He's down Cornwall.
He's from Exeter.
Yeah, he's down Devon.
That'd be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Sunderland Exeter. That'd be a great game. Yeah. But Brad, we've hit that time now. 1 hour 47 minutes. Now I'm down
We've hit nearly the 2 hour mark. So guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If it's for your cat, your mom, your dog, your granddad, your fish, anybody at all, please subscribe, please like. And from me, Paul Wilson and Lee, we'll see you on Thursday or Friday this week. Keep an eye out. Take care. Goodbye for now.
I just